Hey, friends. Well, we got our dog today. We got it was a kind of a beautiful morning. Uh, my daughter slept really late, which made me really happy because she had gone to bed really late. And she did that thing. She made noise around the 5 a.m. mark, and I was like, oh, but then she just went out, and it was almost like she just went to bed again. We had to wake her up in time to go pick up the dog, and we added Biscuit to our family today. Biscochito when he's being super cute, and you know, really interesting because I had been the holdout as far as getting a dog. I'd been the one to sort of resist for quite some time. And at some point, there was recently, it was Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day when my daughter gave my wife, myself, and both sets of grandparents a gift for Mother's Day. She didn't want any of the fathers to feel left out, so she gave everybody a gift on Mother's Day. And the gift she gave me was a stuffed animal that I had when I was like a week old. I mean, like right at the beginning of my life. And it's like a white, fluffy dog. And I was like, oh, she has a way of sending signals. Because at that point, Katie had already landed on Bichon Frisée as the breed that she wanted. And so anyway, we get this dog. And I mean, it was one that it's really interesting because even the last time we visited, I'd already gotten this feeling like, oh, yeah, he's acting an awful lot like our dog. He just seemed to take up with us. He just seemed to, he was shy. He's among in the crowd that he was in we went to this breeder's house. So what she does professionally is breed Bichon Frisés. Sends them all over the world. This dog's father is from like South Korea. But in that environment, he was kind of a quieter dog. He wasn't like super active. And but I got the sense that when we walked in, when we sat down, then especially when he started sitting on our laps and on Annalise's lap, he just perked up. Like I took a photo of Annalise when we were just looking at him, and I swear to God, it looks like he's our dog. It looks like her dog. You'd have thought that she'd had that dog for months by the way that they just looked like they belonged together. And that completely continued today. He got in the car. He did get car sick on the way home. But then he got to the house, and he was a little bit sort of not too outgoing, but he was basically like, okay, here we are. By this evening, he was jumping up and down and playing with me. Just being a puppy. And it sort of it reminded me, what love does. Because once I got over my resistance, once I sort of acknowledged that we were going down this path, I also made the decision, okay, I'm just going to love this dog. I'm just going to love this thing to pieces. And of course, everybody else in the family was either already there or got there as we started to go down the path. And it was like he knew that. It was like he knew he was coming to a place where he was loved, and he had sort of orchestrated it. He had gotten us to come see him and find him. And so he's here now. And I'm sleeping in this bedroom so that I can hear him whine in case he's right out here in the den. And if he's going to wake up in the middle of the night and have a problem, somebody's got to be able to hear him. But we'll see. But he's awfully chill right now. He's awfully chill right now. And it's really interesting to have added another being into the family matrix, because it really does very quickly. Like I noticed when we were out for a walk, now there are 4 of us. There's still only 3 humans, but there are 4 beings. Or 3 beings and a creature, as Sadhguru would describe them. But there's another consciousness around, and which means there's another point of reflection. And I swear that it was like Annalise got older just by him walking through the front door of the house. She became a different kind. She was all of a sudden responsible for something that's dependent on her as a 5-year-old. It's a shift. It's a shift. And watching all that happen and, embarking on this journey feels really right. Feels really right. And I hope I get a good night's sleep. And my post from yesterday was right on time. And I have had several more waves of reflection about it even today. Because what I spoke about, to quickly summarize, is creating a container. Like for example, when I'm working with my daughter on music, recognizing that my job is to create a container for the work and then to let the work be whatever it is, not to let my agenda dictate the work, but actually to show up and be available for whatever, but let my daughter's inherent drive move things forward. So now we get another layer of that. We get another domain in which that is happening. We have a dog. We have to create a container around that work. There's a lot of training to be done. There's a lot of learning to be done. A 6-month-old puppy who's never been outside, never gone to the bathroom outside. There's some work. But it feels kind of the same, where it's not that I don't have an agenda or don't have any kind of sense of what the training is going to be about or towards, but it's as much about listening and being available as it is about knowing where I'm trying to go. So felt like the right time to have that insight come through. So that's where we are today, folks. Welcome, Biscuit. Biscuit. My daughter found the name, and it was like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, it's going to be hard to beat that. That's a good one. So, Biscuit, part of the family. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know how much sleep I got.